Good morning, welcome to Tony's Bonsai, and I've got a delivery just arrived. I've literally just opened the box just to see what it was, and it's an order of Japanese maples that I'm dead excited to have a look at. The trees seem really healthy just on first inspection, and they look really nicely packaged. Let's have a look. I'm going to take these out one at a time. And start with these. These are the biggest two. Get rid of that wire. Now these are grafted trees. I knew they were grafted when I bought them. And they're from a company called Barthelemy and Co. Apparently they're a really big producer of bonsai, and I bought several different varieties. So I'm going to go through now, taking a look at the different trees and what I've got. So these two, these are in litre pots, and these are Shishigashira. So they do the whole, pretty much if there's a type of Acer out there, this company sell it. They grow it and sell it. They're not sold specifically for bonsai because as I said, they are grafted, but I just can't get hold of these varieties in my locality, or if I can, they're very, very expensive. And so my thought was, let's get some grafted trees, grow them on, put them in the ground, let them develop, and then down the line I'll be able to enjoy them or take air layers off them, take cuttings off them, and possibly, you know, like I say, maybe air layer the graft off or do whatever I need to do. So these are this is the Shishigashira, and that looks nice and healthy. As I say, it's obviously grafted. You can see the grafts, but you know, you can always see grafts on trees. I've seen much uglier grafts than these. These are quite nicely done. I don't need to keep the labels on because Shishigashira are dead easy to recognise. I'll show you the leaf. This is the reason they're used for bonsai. They've got quite small leaves and they've got really compact growing style, so they're a gorgeous tree, very healthy. So that's the two Shishigashira, and these cost, oh, I've lost a piece of paper, but I think they were £12.50 each. So definitely not the kind of aces that you're buying from Morrison's for sort of £4, which I love, you know, and I've made group plantings and everything with them. But this is a bit more of an investment for the future to get some genuine kind of bonsai trees. So really happy with those. That's a great start. Next up, we'll see what we've got here. They're really nicely packaged. I love the way they've done it in these cardboard tubes. I think it works really well. I'll just try and cut around the base, and then you can just slide the tube off. It's just really nice. And oh, they've each got a label on them to tell me exactly which variety they are. So This is the one I know least about, and it's called AP Sagan, or Sagan, AP Sagan it just says on it. It's the variety I know least about. As I say, I don't really know much, other than they are used in bonsai, which I presume they've got fairly small leaves, quite short internodes, and a sort of compact growing style. That's kind of what I presume anyway. How sort of fast they grow, I don't know. A lot of these bonsai, these maples, Japanese maples used in bonsai, are quite slow growing compared to sort of standard, the sort of I still struggle with it, Atropurpureum, the big purple one. So these are great, very healthy. I know these are going to do well, and I was wondering whether I would leave them in pots for a year or plant them out straight out into the ground, depending on how big they were. But I think with these, these are just going to go straight in the ground to be allowed to really grow and develop. Oh, this is a Dishojo. So that's lovely. Yeah, it's in the full green leaf. I'll just go and get my other Dishojo. I took the wire off this Dishojo this morning, but you can see how red it is. It's still got its spring red colour. But this Dishojo is gone from the red into the green already. So it's further along in its sort of annual cycle. I'm turning this, I'm going to grow this into a bonsai from the pot. It's lovely. So we've got two of the Sengans. Someone will have to tell me in the comments, how do you pronounce that? Saigan. I know how to pronounce Dishojo. And let's open these ones up. I'll just move these trees out of the way. It's great that they're all individually labelled as well. It means I can plant them out in order, you know, and know what's where, what's going where, kind of thing. As I say, the first trees, the Shishigashiras, they were £12.50. These smaller trees, the Dishojo and, oh, this is Arakawa. So I bought these Arakawas. These are a rough bark maple, so almost like a kind of thick cork textured bark, but that doesn't appear for about, I think it's about 4 to 5 years before that really starts developing. But again, I just can't buy these. And so I've got to start there. Lovely. Let that grow on for a couple of years in the ground. I can start doing air layers, I can take cuttings, I can do what I want. Fantastic. Another Saigan. I don't know what this one is. This one's got a more red leaf. Oh, so this is a Dishojo again. So you can see how this is just turning from the red into the green. The one I'm most excited about of these is definitely the Arakawa, because I just think they make amazing bonsai. I've seen them on, you know, people on YouTube doing videos about the Arakawa, and I just really like them. So there's no different sort of varieties. I just got 3 of each, was it? Yeah, 3 Arakawa, 3 Dishojo, and 3 of the Saigans. Look at that, roots coming out the bottom. Very nice. Nice and healthy, that. I don't know what root stock they're grafted onto. That's another Saigon there. So I don't really know what I presume they graft them onto just the standard, possibly the standard Japanese maple. Just the plain one. If you know, let me know, tell me. So I won't bother opening the last packet because you've seen what's in them, but I will just show you a close-up of the 3 different varieties. We've got our 3 trees here. The Arakawa, you do not get a healthier tree than that. The Saigon and the Deshojo. It's fairly hard to distinguish between the 3 at this stage, but obviously as they grow into mature trees, you'll be, and especially in spring and autumn, you'll be able to see the differences. Well, that was a pleasant experience unboxing these plants from Barthelemy or whatever it is. I'll tell you in a bit, and I'll put the link below the video. But this wasn't a paid advertisement. They didn't even know that I do YouTube or anything like that. But I just think it's nice to share businesses that you're happy with, that are offering a good service. And it's only around double the price of your cheap sort of run-of-the-mill supermarket Acers, and yet you're getting to choose varieties like Arikara, Deshojo, Saigon, whatever it is, and we can grow these on. You know, it's not unrealistic to grow a forest of these. If you wanted 10 plants, sort of 80 quid, a bit of postage, you know, for under £100, you could have a really big forest of Deshojos or Arikawa that are going to then develop over the next few years. Or you can do what I'm doing, you know, put them in the ground. Speaking of which, I will be planting all these trees in my parents' garden. If you want to follow that and see what I do, how I plant them out, I'm going to clear some land and give them a nice bit of space. If you want to see that video, click subscribe, follow my channel, and you'll be able to follow the journey with these and the rest of my bonsai. So I'll finish by just showing you a close-up of the grafts. Just move that leaf out of the way so you can see the graft. It's spliced in nicely. Obviously they are a bit ugly, but these grow out over time, and I may possibly airlayer this off in the future, or as I say, I'll do whatever I do, but this is what you can expect from grafted material. I thought I'd show you the graft on this Deshojo maple there. It's kind of standard what you expect. It's like spliced in. The plant's nice and healthy, and that will go on to form a really nice healthy plant. As always, thanks for joining me.